to ask about your career. I want to understand how we come to Leiden today and what makes you you. Existential questions.
Yeah.
Can we start with what did you study? And maybe prior to that, what was some inspiration that lead to that decision of education?
Yeah. So I started my bachelor in artificial intelligence in the University of Amsterdam when it was quite new. At least in Amsterdam, it was only 4 years or something. The education was only 4 years old. I'm not really sure what made me study
it. Was bachelor's for 4 years, or
bachelor for 4 years.
That was very new then for the AI studies. Okay,
cool. It was quite
what did they teach?
New. Yeah, a lot of math, like Bayesian statistics, a lot of calculus and stuff like that. So it wasn't really practical, I would say. It was more theoretical, so more math, and also a lot of like philosophy, language, which was really cool, logic also. So that's kind of what made me like it, because I in high school I wasn't really sure what was like my strong, where I was strong.
Path,
Exactly. So I was like, I like all things. And I felt like the Bachelor AI had a lot of things because it was math, it was language, it was philosophy.
Ethics of AI, did you discuss also?
Yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah. Not a lot, but it was in there.
Okay.
So I was like, that's so fun. It has everything. And also my dad is a huge sci-fi nerd.
Okay.
So I knew about AI from the movies, right? So when I saw it as like option for study, I was like, no way, that's so cool. So
that is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that kind of made me go there to like these open days, and I really liked it, and I went on to study it, and it was perfect match for me because in high school I just had okay grades, it was okay, and then in uni I had like the best grades, and I felt like a lot of people say uni is like the hardest time or something of your life where you have to work really hard. But I felt like high school was the hardest for me, and uni was so fun that I just really liked all of it. So
it was a good match.
It was a good match. Yeah. So and then I finished my bachelor, and I was like, okay, now I want to do a master's, but what to do? Because I felt like I was a little bit done with all the like programming and things of my bachelor. So I wanted to try something new. And I've always been really interested in medicine as well. A lot of people in my family studied medicine, but it was because my grandma forced them to do it.
Yeah, you need to become doctors.
Yeah, exactly. So my parents always told me like, you can do whatever you want. Please don't, think you have to be a doctor or something. But I guess it was still part of me, right?
Yeah, you were familiar surrounding yourself with
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Okay. Yeah, so when I finished my bachelor, I did an internship at the Amsterdam UMC hospital. It was like a medical project, kind of, a segmentation project where we work with medical data, and I really liked it. So then I started looking like, okay, is there some kind of technical degree that can combine my technical skills with some medical skills, because I didn't want to become a doctor, but I was like, okay, maybe I can just focus in that a little bit. So I found one. It's a master's medical informatics, which I did after my bachelor in AI, and it's just like I said, like it combines technical things with medical data, I would say.
What was your research about in masters?
During the courses, I had a lot of different kinds of research going on. For example, we made an app, like a phone app for diabetes, but also I researched a little bit about LLMs and mortality prediction.
Cool.
Which was fun. Yeah, I was like, okay, I want to explore large language models a little bit. But eventually, I did my big internship thesis on AI for women's health, which was also really, really cool and rewarding.
Often overlooked.
Yeah, I was really shocked because you hear it a lot that it's like overlooked or something, but I was like, okay, we're in 2024 back then. And so like, come on, you know, but really, I was shocked how, how crazy it is. I was researching a disease called endometriosis. And like the main data available on that study is that they compare how attractive women with endometriosis are to women who don't have it.
Who funded this research?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
It's so sick, like, because it's it's a disease that affects a lot of women, and then this is what they do, you know. So it's stuff like that that I was like, oh my God, it's crazy.
Okay, do search other things, people.
Exactly. Yes.
But then what happened? Like, you liked medicine and AI. Then what was your career about the prediction that this is the checkpoint maybe at the master's thesis? Then what did you feel?
Yeah, then I was like, wow, I really like this. Also in my master, it was not only focused on AI, so I also did like software engineering or like data management. But I found that during this whole process that I really missed AI, like doing data science and things like that, because in between my bachelor and my master, while I was doing some courses to get into the master, I also worked as a software engineer, which was nice. I was at the company that makes software for hospitals, so it was again kind of combining technical skills and a little bit of medical knowledge. But I found that it was a bit too dry, software engineering, and I missed the data science
You
side.
like academia.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I found. Yeah, so I also did an internship at Philips, which was really, really nice.
Innovative.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was also again about segmentation and working with medical data, and just during that whole process, I guess it was cooking in my brain that I was like, okay, I did all these different things, and now I feel like I really want to stay in academia. I also had some conversations about it with the supervisors I had during my master, and they were all like, I think you'll be a perfect fit for academia because I see you really like it and you're really passionate about it. And I was like, yeah, you're right, you know, like, I guess so.
Do you remember, like, of course, it maybe needs reflection about this. Do you remember about your things? You are doing PhD right now.
Yeah.
And do you remember your feelings? You're starting in the PhD and now up to this point, like, to reflect on it. Do you like it, and what do you like about being in academia?
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. So I started now for, I would say, 8 months or something. I started my PhD. And yeah, I personally think it's a great fit for me. I'm really glad I chose to do the PhD.
Oh,
I think
go away.
He's coming to listen to us and steal our cookies.
Yes.
What I really like about it is
maybe I ask these questions because maybe the people want to pursue PhD and they are not sure that what is good about academia, because academia does not pay that much well, for example, for a very long time.
True. Yeah, I guess so. It's really also about intrinsic motivation, I would say. But what I really like about I love learning. I want to learn my whole life. And I guess, of course, if you have a job, you're also learning.
Actually, I didn't say the right thing, that if you found a company, you are in academia, you can make a lot of money as well. That's okay.
True. Yeah.
Don't quit.
Yes.
Don't quit.
No, never. And I feel like in the Netherlands, the pay is also pretty
great.
good. Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like it's a way for myself that I can keep, learning, and I'm getting paid for it. Like, it's the best thing ever. I can go really deep into one topic because that's exactly what you need for your PhD, of course. So you just go really deep into one topic, and it feels so nice, so great, that like with every step you take, every new month, every week, every supervisor meeting, you feel like, wow, I learned something that maybe like 2% of people on Earth know.
Oh.
It's so cool. Like I feel like a genius
I love
always,
it.
you know? Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I really, really love about it. And yeah,
You create information as well, that you learn something
Yeah.
that those doesn't know, and you make new something that people feel lucky to knowing about.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And of course, sometimes imposter syndrome comes with that, because then you're like, oh, but you know, is it really correct what I'm thinking, or do I really, like, am I the person that can contribute to this? I think it's like a common thing also for people with
Because everyone
PhD.
is really ambitious and really good at what they are
Yes,
doing. As well.
exactly. And then you think like, but what am I doing here then? So I've struggled with that for 8 months, of course, also. But yeah, I learned this trick where it was like, think about why you're doing the PhD, and then think about, are you still doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And if the answer is yes, then you're on the right track, whatever, you know?
Okay.
So if, like, my motivation is not, I want to write the best papers and publish them in the best journals. No, my motivation is like, I want to learn and I want to contribute to better healthcare and like more information out there. And yeah, and I'm still doing that. So
Yay.
then it's still a good path for me. So
I love it.
that's how I try to deal with it. And I've also become kind of interested in science communication a bit more ever since I started my PhD, because I was like, yeah, I'm doing all this science and great things, and AI is, you know, becoming very popular. But I always feel like, but when people are interested in that, I'm not really sure how to explain it or something, because yeah, I'm using all these terms that people don't understand maybe. So I think it's just like important that the research you do, you can tell everyone, like even like your baby sister or something, you know, what your research is about, and that they will understand it. So I feel like that's also a nice thing about your PhD, because you're kind of expected to communicate your science, right? But usually to other scientists. But I want to also kind of spread it into the world, and
That's how we met actually.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
training dialogue
Yes.
about
Yeah,
science
yeah.
communication.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay.
So I think it's really important, and
Yay.
that's also what I love.
I hope you open source your knowledge through science communication and inspire more people. Thank you. Yay.
I hope so. Yay.
So we've talked about what you are learning right now a bit. If you have something to add about, like, in this phase of your life, that is there something else that you are learning actively more than the other things? Then I have 2 more questions, then we say goodbye to people.
So what I'm learning now more actively? I'm guessing like just staying motivated sometimes. Okay, well, it's not that I need to stay like motivated to work, but you have like 4 years for a project, right?
It's a long term.
And it's very long, and sometimes you feel quite lost. So I feel like I'm also kind of dealing, with how to do like long-term planning, 4 years planning, how to work towards publishing a paper. All of these things you don't really get to know in your like uni or something.
Yeah.
So definitely also those things, just that, and dealing with imposter syndrome and things like that. And
you're on top of this. Like I heard you. You're on top of this.
Yes, I try to be, definitely. Yeah, because I think it's so important. Also, as like a women scientist, we have to.
Let's talk
be
about
strong.
that. I have a few things to say. Like when I talk to people, I'm doing creative technology, AI workflows.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say, I will not specify a gender.
Okay.
Oh, you're interested in AI. That bothers me so much. Like, I'm not interested in AI. Like, of course, but more than that, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I see.
That happens still in academia as well. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on. Okay.
Yeah. So we have to be strong, right?
Yes,
and we have to prepare what we want to say and be strong in what we're saying and not question ourselves. So I feel like I owe it also to the future women in science to not have imposter syndrome and be strong.
Great. I'm proud of you. Yay. I want to ask about the things that what from here to future. I know that you have a kind of planned wait 4 years of PhD. That what are you building for your future self? Do you think?
Yeah. This is always
life question.
A life question, right? Yeah. So I still have.
I'll take my time to have coffee.
Exactly. I can talk about it for hours, I think. But so I still have 3 years of PhD to go. So that's like the next 3 years are set. I want to finish my PhD. I want to do that for myself. After that, I feel like I have a long way to go. So what I want to do is at least build some skills for myself that I really like the science communication. I would love to do that for my whole career and also continue with that outside of my PhD. So that's definitely one thing. I'm not sure if I want to stay in academia. I guess that's something I will have to feel kind of. If exactly. If it's the place for me and if this research is something I want to continue as well, like I think I will just have to see. Because I'm also open to like maybe working for a company or something. But what I think is really important, which is also why I chose healthcare, because I want to stay in AI, that's also for sure. That I don't want to work in companies that are ethically ambiguous, like for example Meta or Google, or you know how they are dealing with the people they hire, or just the whole privacy issues with their data. I just don't really like how...
They should be more transparent.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't really like how they're using it for their own profit.
But do you think about that explainable AI? Like sometimes when there is the explainable AI, that becomes a, I will say problem in quotation, but like that doesn't give that much of great things because it's not a black box anymore. Like how do you feel about like if we take the route about the explainable AI? What would be the advantage or disadvantage, or is this too complex to talk in a 15 minutes of video? I'm trying to think that like for the future of AI, what would be a better route to follow up?
Exactly. Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's also a kind of biased answer because I'm working in healthcare. Explainable AI is really important.
Yours is the explainable AI, we can say. In healthcare, it should be explainable.
Yeah, I think it's really important that we work towards not like black box algorithms, because if like we want to use AI in actual clinical applications, because now it's a lot of research, but it's not really that much in clinical applications. Because I think we don't really know, for example, if something goes wrong, who can we blame, or stuff like that. Like it's not really thought about. So
it's very new invention that we are still learning.
And people are uncomfortable, like not even patients, but also doctors, to just, I mean, they've trained their whole lives, you know, to kind of maybe find something on a scan. And if just an AI is doing that without any like reason or explanation of how they got there, people don't really want to use it and they don't really trust it. So I think
is it better to compare the AI and the doctor, or is there a better combination to have the route?
To compare, I'm not sure. Sometimes, for example, the AI I am working on is mostly
it's a canoe.
Yes, so cute. The AI I'm working on is like, we want to use it to optimize the quality of medical images. So then, we don't have to compare it to a doctor. It's just for the doctors to make their work better, right?
With the doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I guess it depends on what kind of AI we make, or how the future is going to be. But I think in a lot of cases it's actually there to help the doctor. So I feel like also it would be very interesting to see like how can we combine the workflow of doctors and these new AI algorithms maybe, and how can we optimize that and also make it for doctors that they want to trust the application and they want to use it. So, and I feel like explainable AI can play a role there. And I mean, for broader things outside of healthcare, I'm not sure. I think sometimes we don't have to know how how the AIs reason. So sometimes a black box is fine. We also don't have to solve all problems with AI.
Exactly. We don't have to generate everything as well. Like, we still have the brain to decide on things.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if it's the way to go for all the things, but it's
we
definitely.
We will live and learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for your reflection on this. That was a not planned part of the interview. Thank you. I want to have the last question, and I have a small surprise for you. And we have a duck. So, I have bubbles. Please
bubbles.
take one bubbles, and I will ask my question. Last question.
Okay.
So we make bubbles, and I will take my time to.
That's so cute.
Yay.
That's so cute.
When you were a child, do you remember, like, I don't know the age range if you like to say about? Do you remember when people ask you, what did you want it to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. I mean, I think when I was really small, I always said like fairy or, mermaid or something like that.
Okay.
That's why it's my favorite emoji as well.
Yes.
I love mermaids. And I feel like in a way, I still try to kind of be very, I don't know, fairy-like or mythical. Like I still love that side. So I feel like in a way, I became a mermaid.
Okay.
But I also always wanted to be a doctor just because I saw my family, I guess, around me. And maybe in a more abstract way, I guess I just knew always that I wanted to like help people. And that's what I'm doing. So that's amazing. That's really nice. Yeah.
Yay. Thank you for your time and being a guest in the Bubbles interviews.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye bye. I hope you learned.
Bye bye.